Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Today we are on a mission. The mission to find skulk. If you look at the quest book, it will tell you that you will find it in underground structures, and I think that's one of them. That can't be naturally generated underwater. It's too square. Anyways, last episode, all of my chickens are stuck. Anyways, last episode, I made a tunnel which I didn't actually show it to you. It goes under the ocean at a depth that we can actually manage. I still don't really know how to get oxygen. The problem is that we have hit some sort of a ravine. Yeah, we can go to a depth of 150 blocks, so I just dug a bit deeper. Maybe somehow we can bypass it. Yeah, we seem to be fine. 100 meters. We're very close. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever it is, we're almost on it. Or under it. Yeah, we're in the center. We dig up. Well, there is something there. Basalt. Oh, we found something. And that's skulk. And there is a prismarine crystal. Okay. So, thankfully, we were awarded a silk touch pickaxe for getting ice. That should help. And we just want a bit of skulk. But that's a crate. What's in it? Nothing. A quarrying steel compound. Okay. We take them home. It's like a dig site. It's actually quite nice. Well, I do have the skulk, and I do have a feeling that we have to come back here again. Thankfully, we have a tunnel, but we can just teleport back home. Nice. I have already scanned the skulk block, so our replicator can replicate it, but we also need amethyst. There are some glass domes underwater, and they should contain a budding amethyst. I'm not exactly sure, but next to our original island, I think I saw one. Oh yeah, there is one. I did not bring a door. Is the thing. I don't really want to die again, but let's go. We hope for oxygen. Suddenly it gets really difficult to dive. But we're in. Let's have an apple. And yeah, that is the amethyst. Wait a minute. That's moth. We have moth. We just take some blocks from here. But yeah, that is our budding amethyst. We take it. And also the shards. And you know, just teleport back home. We're done. Obviously, the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to scan the amethyst shards, just in case. And then let's figure out what to do. I think our exploration part is over. Well, at least for now. Oh, and by the way, I already taught our system how to make echo shards. You know, the replicator. So if we want to proceed with the quest book, there is something called a nautical eye. I'm assuming that is how you're supposed to find the crystals, but there you go. Then we need to craft something called a catalyst. I don't think we have enough prismarine, but we can replicate it. Yeah, we can replicate a bunch. We need more replicators. But there you go. That's the catalyst. And now I have to figure out how everything works. I have read the quest book, and apparently what we need to do is that we need to put the catalyst centered with the crystal and a few blocks away. I made an extra one, and we also got one as a quest reward. We also need to provide it with prismarine shards, and then they give us a crowbar. I do have a feeling it has to face the crystal? It doesn't. Okay, like that then. Nothing is happening. Maybe it's too far away? Well, the reason that nothing is happening is that this thing has two channels. So maybe it was just facing the incorrect way. So we put you like so. Well, you don't need to hopper in the prismarine, you can just right click. Ah, now it works. Aren't we supposed to get a laser here? Well, this is why I made a bunch. Maybe you need more power. Okay, I think I got the gist. The thing is, this is working. It's not just showing anything. So we have the laser beams. There should be a laser down there, but you can't see it. If we drop our compound, something is happening. I think it's just glitched. Yeah. Let's get a bunch more, just in case. I just wanted to mention I was doing things correctly. It was just a visual glitch. Because when I went up there, I got damaged. So there is a laser. It's just invisible. Also, I have been trying to figure out what the hell do you do with the crowbar. Apparently, you open crates. There's something in them. It's fine. Can we just hopper them out? Nah, don't know what it does. It's okay. We got what we need. The ingot that we have just made is going to be used in making something called a mixer. It's actually going to be a costume recipe for making the void shimmer goo from just dire things. So there is something called an abyssal pearl, which I already have. I got it as a quest reward, but you can craft it with the abyssal fragments. We also need our actual goo. Where is it? Ah yes, in the backpack. And we also need a bucket of the polymorphic fluid, which is something that we have already done. So let's get a few prismarine shards and go back to the crystal again. Yeah, that's enough. Actually, let's first see how this works. How do you right click them in? I just put them in. Okay. It's also really nice because our flight almost lasts until the crystal. Almost. So I guess if I could have had water breathing, this would have been super easy. We're almost there. literally. So the mixer has to go under the crystal. The pearl and the goo go inside. Here is my fluid. How do you put it in? Right click? Yes. And I guess we just activate the lasers. Oh, come on. Not all of that. Yes, it's doing something. And now we can actually see the laser. Oh, we got it. Give me. And give me the rest of the prismarine. I think literally we're done here. Let's just go home. Unfortunately for our next bit, we also need a nether star. I don't really know how to get one. Well, I mean, I do know how to get a nether star. I just don't know how to get one easily. Maybe we get one as a reward. That would be amazing. Come on, land. Adamant? Thank you. Yeah, we don't get a nether star. Well, the gist of it is we already have one skull, which I got from wither skeletons. And I guess we just need 2 more. So let's get a few potions. I don't think easy looting is going to happen because you need some sort of a head. Yeah, there are wither skeleton spawners in the nether. Where's my portal? Up here, yes. Yeah, it should be in one of the domes. You know, in the fortress we will have better chances, but I don't think we're gonna survive. Yeah, that one has both spawners. Cool. Let's go. Oh, hi. You're coming to me. I thought they burn. Let's go in. I got withered. We don't really need to have blazes, so I broke their spawner. What we want are skeletons. I don't think I can do anything else. We just wait here until I get the skulls. It should take a while. I just killed a few wither skeletons. We didn't get a single skull. So I think here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and make a mob farm. If I'm not wrong, we should be able to just convert prosperity seeds and solium seeds into chicken feeds, right? It needs a bit of source, but we don't have source. We only have like 1 jar, which is up there. So this is for cursed earth, and that one is for the other ones. I wanted to say passive animals, which I'm not really sure if they actually spawn. Hey you, eat. Do they spawn? Hostile mobs should spawn, but these ones I'm not sure. Let's take a nap. I don't really remember, but I think it was in Oceanblock 1 that you would get Ars Nouveau creatures at least. Don't struggle. Yeah, this one is not really spawning anything. Well, you can silk touch it. And maybe, just maybe, it works underwater. Yeah, it does work underwater. But only for Ars Nouveau. I just wanted to know if we can have both farms at the same time, but okay, that's not possible. Let me try to find a room for a mob farm, maybe up here. Doesn't have to be that big. If you want to get mob spawning, you cannot do it above water, it has to be under the sea floor, so I dug a hole. It doesn't really have to be oops. We need light, I'm working there. Well, clearly you can see that everything works. I do have 2 fans, we have 5 grinders. We shall have an absorption hopper, we shall have an ender chest for items, and 1 ender tank for the experience. That should work. It does work. We're getting experience, which is amazing. We can somehow add it to our direwolf thingy. Maybe? Yeah, we can. And we're getting all kinds of garbage. So now we need upgrades. Hopefully beheading. Okay, so I did manage to gather 3 skulls, I got looting on my sword, and yes, we can bring the spawner back home and put it in our mob farm. But I don't really think that's necessary because we just need 1 nether star, that's it. We don't really generate enough power in order to make a loot fabricator, so for the moment it's 1 star. Although it should be very expensive to replicate, right? Not much. Well, first let us get the skulls. Don't run away. We got 1, well, technically 2, so we just need 1 more. I got all the 3 skulls and we're going to do it under our base. Under the water. Not sure if it's surprisingly safe and there's not going to be any water, but we will see. Oh, and by the way, I did put smite 5 on my sword, so this should go, I hope, well. Hello. We're doing good damage. I'm withered already. And we're done. So if I'm not wrong, the only thing that we have to do is that we just have to scan this thing. We will lose it anyways. But at least we will have a chance of replicating it. Nether stars are actually quite easy to replicate. All we need is some quantum, which comes from ender pearls, and some nether. So yes, we can't replicate. Oh, we can. Okay, we were just missing a bunch. But yeah, that should be 1 nether star. Come on. Yes. It's just that I think we need 2, but very soon we should be able to make more because I added so many ender pearls and all of that is gone. I have disabled our mob farm because I thought we don't need the loot, but maybe we do. We don't need all the loot, we just need some of them. So I'm gonna go with string, pearls, redstone and so on we don't really need. Basically, I'm just gonna keep like 8 or 9 items. Anyways, with all the gizmos that we have gotten so far, I did manage to make myself an ender crafter. And a few alternators. This is our QED. And I don't really think it had to be that close, but basically that should allow us to make some stars. Yeah, they can't be that close. Can they? Oh yeah, what we need is going to be some ender stars and we're going to use that in order to make the shadow pulse goo. That is the first one, and that should be a quest. Lovely. They're gonna give us an extra one, right? Yeah, I just realized. It's okay. Don't craft it then. So somehow we shall take the old goo and we shall convert it into shadow pulse. Like so. They also need to have some eclipse alloy in order for the quest to count. So we activate you and here is a netherite block. Lovely. So now we're back on track. We need to get some platinum. Now that we have the final tier of goo, what we need to do is to make some eclipse ember. That's too much code. We were awarded 1 platinum ingot, but for the quest we need 1 raw platinum. So we need the eclipse ember fuel, which is like every single other fuel from Just Dire things, and adamant. So this could take a while. Also, no clue if this has to be automated or not, because so far nothing has to be automated in this mod pack. And besides, there are way better ways of getting platinum. However, while I'm preparing the coal, let's get a centrifuge. This is from Oritech and it does require 1 core. And I do have extra ones, which is perfect. I'm not exactly sure how this thing works and how this thing shall be automated, but for the moment we shall assemble you here. This is so nice. Smaller than I thought. But anyways, this guy does require power, so let's provide it with some power, and we need some skulk. I have been ordering some. We shall centrifuge it. Oh boy. This is quite fun. Do we have an add-on for this? Speed add-on? Why not? I also like the fact that add-ons are attached to the machine. They don't really go inside the machine. It's rising. Holy. So Skulk is going to give us Enderic Compound, which is a quest. And we can even use it in order to make the mecha suit. Honestly not sure how this works, but apparently what we need is water. And before it turns into ice, we drop the polymorphic catalyst, like so. Then we need blaze ember, that is going to be dropped and we get some sort of another fluid which is going to be refined. Right? Okay, we got red fluid. And then we need void flame coal. You do get most of these coals as a quest reward. I wasted them. But we drop it, something should happen. Lovely. I think you just have to do this once. We will see. So that's void flame fuel, right? Yes. So the coal goes in and we get something else. Whatever that something is, it's going to be enough for 6 platinum. Yes, Eclipse Ember Fuel Bucket. I'll get some adamant. This is a superheated recipe, so you should work, right? Yes. Raw platinum. Perfect. We're getting very close. Oh, infinite ham. Thank you. I mean, if today we do manage to make the depth upgrade Mark II, it's gonna be amazing. Eclipse Alloy Ingot. They give us some as a quest. Oh, we already have 5. We need 4. It's actually not a pain to get. Don't you worry. I'm a bit lazy. Can we do this? Yes. It's good for lazy people. I have made 1 extra machine. It's called the assembler. What does it do? It assembles. Aha. With the Enderic compound that we have just made, it's going to give us Enderic lens. And that lens is going to be used for a laser. And that laser is going to give us something called FluxGate. And well, the FluxGate is going to give us the solar panel, obviously, but also the FluxGate, which is used for future progression. So let's get started. Also, another machine that we have to assemble temporarily is our foundry. I will find a dedicated place for these things, maybe on the upper floors. Also, somebody told me sag mills are amazing. They are. Thank you, that someone. It doesn't work. It's not a sag mill, it's a furnace. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I just want some adamant. It's not a big deal. I don't really know how the assembler works, but this should be our lens as well. Is it fancy? Very fancy. This mod is amazing. I wish it was included in more packs. But yeah, that's our lens. Forget about the excitement. And let us also try to get, I don't know, a bit more echo shards. We need quite a bit of lenses. Moving on, we need to make plastic sheets or HDPE. Well, this is a far better recipe if we use the centrifuge. However, if we want to use the centrifuge, apparently we need an add-on. It's called Machine Fluid Add-on. Cool. Also, these are not HOP graphite, it's just pulverized coal. So if we add the fluid add-on, now you have a tank. This is packed wheat and it's going to give us raw biopolymer. And that should give us plastic, eventually. We should also claim rewards. I thought we were going to get something useful. Also, did you eat my bucket? What, you jerk? Yeah, it does eat your bucket. Oh no, it comes here. Yes, we can pick it up. That inside the same centrifuge is going to give us plastic, right? Lovely. Yes. Very fantastic. This is also our dictionary for every single plastic that we have in the pack, so I'm pretty happy. Although, by having the plastic, what we can do is that we can start making some circuits. Yeah, that's our next step. And ladies and gentlemen, with everything that we got so far, that should be our laser. And yes, there is a target designator. So what does the laser do? Good question. Apparently, you place it down with a core, like so. Oh my goodness. And what you need is an amethyst cluster. I guess we somehow designate that that is the target, and we give you some power. That should help. Yeah. Okay, okay, stop. Did you destroy the amethyst? You destroyed everything. What a jerk. It's okay, let's go get the airdrop. Why does it have to be that far? Another vibrant solar panel. Wow. Wow. And more wow. I don't need the turtle essence. I do need the tier installer. So the laser kind of worked. Yeah, we got the FluxGate. I think it just mined everything and dropped it in the back. Well, it's a good thing to know that it works. So I know it's getting a bit confusing, but we use that crystal in order to make something called a FluxGate. And this is basically why I wanted the FluxGate. We need more plastic. There is a machine called Fragment Forge. Hope it's the correct one. And it does require 7 cores. Wow. Can we make good cores? Oh, that's too expensive. We use garbage cores. For the moment, let's just assemble it over here, like so. No? Where? Oh, this is not the core. Yes, that was just machine blocks. This is the core, if I'm not wrong. So this machine is amazing for us. Let's give it some power. And what we want to do at this very moment is to give it some nickel clusters. It's basically a pulverizer, but it does give us something important. Small platinum clump. That's what we want. And what does that do? Well, 9 of those clumps is going to give us a platinum clump. Aha. And if you centrifuge it, we get more FluxGate. And platinum gem, which is more platinum. It's actually very important for our future progress. Yes, very important. Wait a minute, if you centrifuge nickel, you get more. What? Yeah, you get more platinum. We're gonna be filthy rich. You know, at first I thought maybe in this mod pack we can just YOLO, but unfortunately, nope, we can't. Even though until right now it was relatively easy, now we need to get a bit serious. So I think here's what we're going to do. Let us first try to mass produce a few circuits. Do you accept water like that? No. What if I put you there and water like so? Do you accept water? No. Okay. Any side then. Anyways, we're going to have 1 stack of circuits, and since this is an incredibly slow process, let's make more. By more, I just mean more plastic. You see, the amethyst has already grown again. It's been a very long time. Oh, and by the way, I just realized as a quest reward for making the Fragment Forge, we got an add-on. It's called a yield add-on. What it does is that instead of getting 2 small platinum clumps, you get 4. So it doubles everything. We do need to have tons of platinum. That has taken ages, but we have 1 stack of circuits or processing units. We have some extra plastic. Let us get ourselves some FluxGates. We do have a bunch of resources, so don't you worry. I have also been preparing some atomic circuits. We just need the 1. Well, for now. For later, we need mediums. With 2 energetic alloy, that should be our depth upgrade, Mark II. No pressure. Yes. So that means this chapter is also done. Now we have 1 more. The rift. I am under the assumption that that one is going to be painful. I'm not going to open this. We keep them for last. However, as for the rest of the FluxGates, we're going to invest in some solar panels. But that requires a brand new alloy called Energite, which I don't think it's that bad. Well, it's not the best, but we can have more crystals. For now, let us just go with 12. We will have the rest. I just want to know if the solar panel is amazing. Yeah, look how long it has been. So we need an advanced battery. There's the solar panel. Machine cores apparently matter. So we will go with improved. It's nighttime. You need a ton of cases. Wow. You need 3 more. So with improved machine, how much power do you generate? What? What? Really? That's an amazing amount of power. I mean, we do have a ton of motors and a ton of boilers down there. That single-handedly is making more power than all of them combined. And also the solar panels that we're getting as a reward. So this is amazing. That's the way to go. I have made additional solar panels. We can improve them. But now that we have some power, at least in theory, we need to do some improvements. I think for the remainder of this episode and also the next one, what we're going to do is that we're going to focus on our infrastructure. And yes, the first thing that we're going to work on is Brian, the fluid. And obviously not the person. Well, it's not Brian, the fluid, that we want. It's mainly lithium. I can just do this, right? No. The older ones were better. I'm just saying. You know, for the longest time, I didn't even know this is a builder's one. I thought they're just sticks. They're even called sticks. Not in this mod pack, obviously. I think it was in all the mods 10. Which, by the way, is not finished. Don't you worry. In this modpack, mechanism generators are really not a thing, so it doesn't really matter where we set up the thermal evaporation towers, because we don't have any solar panels for them. Instead, what we're going to do is that we're just going to use resistive heaters. And I just realized I probably made an extra one. Let's increase the consumption to 200. We can't really afford that much. Oh, you don't connect from there. From here? Ah, yes, Brian. The fluid, and not the person. So Brian, the fluid is a fluid. We need some sort of a mechanical pipe. They gave us the ultimate version as a quest reward. Not sure if we need a configurator or not, but let's make one. The recipe is cheap. I like that change. But Brian, the fluid goes inside the second thermal evaporation tower and we get lithium. That's a decent speed, although water is not gonna keep up. So now that we have solar panels, I have to sleep every night. I always forget, is this liquid lithium? Oh, okay. So we just need a mechanical pipe, as usual, a rotary condensator. It took me ages to make this one. And we also need a crystallizer, and for a second I thought I'm screwed. Because for a crystallizer you need fluorite, but in this mod pack you actually need diamantine. You know, the diamonds from actually additions. Yeah, like so. I do have a few questions. Why do you have power? Oh, you don't have power. Then I have no questions. Yeah. Now it's working. So that should be our lithium dust. Obviously the main reason that we started making some lithium was that so that we can make an induction matrix from mechanism. It's not going to be super fancy, I have to craft everything manually, but that is one basic induction provider and 2 cells. That should be a few trillion RF. And yeah, we don't need the foundry anymore. I'm going to make a metal press. Oh, we need way more. Oops, it's okay. It's relatively cheap. Just need like one more block. Oh, I don't. I'm just gonna use the port. So we put you to output and you shall receive a flux plug to our main network. So if I switch the solar panels to power reserve, what? Okay. That was the buffer. I thought we were making 10,000 RF per tick. That's not gonna happen, obviously. But yeah, now we have a decent power reserve. And no, it's not trillions, it's 6.4 billion. But it's fine. Another very important thing that I have discovered is that I have been processing some skulk. Oh, and yeah, I have been expanding the catwalks. Anyways, that's not very important. What I discovered is that I can actually make advanced machine cores. Yeah, I can make it, but this one was surprisingly expensive, but that should improve our power generation if I'm not wrong. Oh, I disconnected everyone. Oops. So this is advanced machine casing. And how much power are you going to make? 2000 RF. It's worth it. I try to make more. You see, the thing is, the improved machine case is actually quite cheap. You just need nickel and redstone for one. For the improved one, you need the plating, and that's a bit involved. You need steel, you need stone, you need everything. But I just installed a basic smelting factory, so we should be fine. I need more speed upgrades. A new airdrop has landed, and I'm pretty excited. We're advanced, so we should get really good loot. I was wrong. I already know this one could have been better. I'm just saying. Way better. I have upgraded both solar panels and we're generating 4000 RF per tick, which is not that bad. However, before wrapping up today's episode, there are a few things that I want to do. One of them is that we don't really need the engines. True, they do make a decent amount of power, but we don't need that power. Also, every single boiler that we have. Also, in this way, I will get all of my add-ons back. Yeah, we throw the garbage away. These are also useless, maybe not. We can use them for crafting. So that's most of the unnecessary things gone, which is amazing. And I'm also preparing enough material in order to make 4 more solar panels. I just want to get rid of power for a very long time. Well, technically speaking, I have made the big solar panels, it's just a machine core. It does require a ton of steel. However, while that one is cooking up, there is one more thing that we can do. Let's just get ourselves a nether star, and I guess one nether, right? And I think we need a bunch of iron. One of the most important problems that I always have in Minecraft is that I walk slow. Our base is actually teeny tiny, so I guess we can have a beacon. It does make sense. So that is our beacon. And beacons do have a range of 50 blocks, so wherever we put it, it should be fine. I guess we put you here, because I don't need you. And also you. That is a beacon, right? Yes. So we want speed, I guess. Do we want speed too? Why not? But you guys know me, beacon has to be purple. Now we can walk a bit faster around the base. Which is great. Really great. I like this. I get the solar panels. A bit of a time later and we have 6 solar panels and I positioned them on the balconies because I wanted to use the roof for Arsnevu or farming or whatever. Anyways, as a result we're generating 12,000 RF and we're only using like 400. So I'm assuming for a while we don't really need to worry about power. Although every episode I try to wear brand new armor. I'm trying to look fancy for you. Next episode we're going to go with the mecha suit, but for today I guess we go with Direwolf. Well, not Direwolf, his mod. That's not enough, I have 17 ingots. Yeah, I need one more block of netherite, I suppose. Or maybe 2. 2 blocks give me 9. Weird. Obviously, I wasn't really expecting that, but that should be our armor, like so. And we shall wear it. And I guess I do have a pocket generator. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.